Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about something that trips up a lot of people in India, Mediclaim versus health insurance. Now, you've probably heard these terms thrown around like they're the same thing, but trust me, they're not. And knowing the difference, well, it's absolutely crucial for your financial health. So what is the actual difference? That's the big question we're going to unpack today. Let's dive right in because, honestly, mixing these two up could leave you in a really tough spot, right when you need that financial protection the most. All right, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at why everyone gets these confused. Then we'll define what Mediclaim and health insurance actually are, put them side by side, and then figure out which one is the right fit for you. By the end, you'll have total clarity. Let's get to it. Okay, so first up, why is this so confusing in the first place? Well, it pretty much all comes down to history. See, for years and years, the big public sector insurance companies were the main game in town, and the product they sold everywhere was called Mediclaim. The name just stuck, you know? It became the go-to word for any kind of medical cover. So let's start with the original player here, Mediclaim. The absolute simplest way to think about a Mediclaim policy is that it's just your basic cover for a hospital bill. That's it. It's built to do one very specific thing. When you look at the official definition, two things should really jump out at you: limited scope and specifically designed to cover hospitalization. Right away, that tells you this isn't some all-powerful shield. Nope, it's a targeted tool for one very specific event, you being admitted to a hospital. So in the real world, what does that limited scope mean? It means the policy only covers expenses while you're in the hospital. And because of that narrow focus, the total amount it'll pay out, the sum insured, is usually on the lower side, maybe between 1 and 5 lakh rupees, which of course means the premium you pay is going to be relatively cheap. Now let's switch gears and talk about health insurance. And folks, this is a whole different beast. If Mediclaim is a basic cover for your hospital bill, then health insurance is designed to be a complete financial safety net for your health. It's a much, much bigger idea. The key word to focus on here is holistic. Health insurance is a way broader financial product. It's not just about what goes on inside the four walls of a hospital. Its goal is to give you comprehensive protection against a whole range of medical costs. And the difference is just huge. We're talking about coverage that can include doctor's visits before you go to the hospital and the follow-up care after you leave. It can cover outpatient department costs, maternity needs, critical illnesses, the list goes on. Now, to offer that kind of protection, the sum insured has to be way higher, which of course means the premium is higher too. You're basically paying for a much wider, stronger safety net. All right, this is where it all comes together. Let's put these two policies head to head so you can see the difference with your own eyes. This is that aha moment where it's all gonna click. So here you have it, side by side. On the left, you've got Mediclaim, simple, focused just on hospital bills, with a lower sum insured and a cheaper price tag. And on the right, health insurance, broad, comprehensive, covering a whole ton of different costs with a much higher sum insured. It really comes down to that classic trade-off, basic affordability versus complete security. Okay, so now you get the difference, but let's get to the most important part. How do you use this info? How do you actually choose the right product for your needs, for your family, for your future? You know, a Mediclaim policy could be the right move in a few very specific situations. Let's say you've already got a pretty decent group plan through your job, and you just want a simple, cheap backup plan just for hospitalization. In that case, yeah, this could be a good option for you. But let's be real, for most of us who are looking for true financial security, a comprehensive health insurance plan is almost always the better choice. If you want protection that goes beyond the hospital room, if you're worried about the massive costs of things like cancer or heart disease, or if you're planning on starting a family, this is the kind of solid coverage you really need. So let's wrap this all up. The bottom line is this: making the right choice between these two isn't just a small detail. It's a critical financial decision. And honestly, it matters today more than it ever has before. And here's exactly why this is so important. Medical inflation in India is estimated to be around 14% a year. I mean, think about that number. It's staggering. With healthcare costs shooting up that fast, a single serious illness could literally wipe out a family savings. Relying on a basic, limited policy in this day and age can leave you incredibly vulnerable. So if you only take away one thing today, please let it be this. Mediclaim is like a basic hospital bill cover, while health insurance is a complete financial safety net. In a world with skyrocketing medical bills, the real question isn't just about getting insured. It's about what you're really protecting. Are you just looking for a simple cover, or do you want a true safety net?